Hey guys, Sam from Manfa's Makes. How are you all? Welcome back to all my returners, and hi to any newbies. It's so great to have you here. Please do stick around a while, and if you like what you see, give me a thumbie. They are free. So today it's time for my Crafty Catch Up, and this is everything I have managed to craft since the last episode dropped, so about a week. So, what have I got for you today? I have something new and finished and more pumpkins. So, we are going to do the pumpkins first and then we will do the something new afterwards. Okay, so as you know, for a few weeks now, I have been making lots of the small wheat stitch pumpkin by Brianna K Designs. I will put Brianna K's channel down in the description box. I will also link the pattern that I got it from. It is a paid for pattern, but it is worth every penny. I am still so addicted and so loving making these pumpkins. And the reason why I am making so many is because I enjoyed the pattern so much, but I don't need lots of pumpkins in my home. I decided I was going to make one for every work colleague that works in the school that I work in as a little seasonal token of friendship. I plan to put little tags on them saying, if work colleagues were pumpkins, I'd pick you. And it can just be a little decor piece for them to have every kind of autumn, fall, spooky season. Now, as you can see, if you buy the pattern, you get a trio. It's the Pumpkin Spice Crochet Trio. And you get the small, the medium, and the large. I have made this whole entire stack. I featured this several weeks ago. And it was after making this stack that I got addicted and obsessed and went on pumpkin crazy town. Or as Missy says, my pumpkin palooza. So there we go. Now, I think at the end of last week, we were up to 18 and I need to make 39. Now, I wanted to get them done by the end of October anyway, because one of the staff members that was off on maternity leave has actually come back. But sadly, one of our members of staff is retiring and leaving. So I need to get them all made before that member of staff goes. So 39, and I was at 18 last week. So how many did I get done? Now, I had just started making some from the Stylecraft Highland Heathers DK. This is 100% premium acrylic, approximately 272 meters or 297 yards. Machine washable up to 30 degrees Celsius, cool tumble dry, cool iron, 4mm needles and hooks in the colour Marmalade, 100-gram ball. So as you can see, I have used all of that skein, and out of that skein I got pumpkin number 19. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Oh, look at that sunlight. Let's use that to our advantage. You may see some of the purple hues coming through. Pumpkin 19. Pumpkin 20. Gorgeous. Pumpkin 21. Oh, he's a bit wonky. It's all right. I'll give him a zhuzh up before I gift them. So that was 21. And pumpkin 22. So I got 4 or 5 out of that skein, which is gorgeous. Okay. So, but it doesn't stop there. Oh no. So then I pulled out this from my stash, Stylecraft Amore, 100 grams. It comes in a donut. I can show you the donut actually. Here it is. So all of these greens, blues, grey, no, not greens and blues, greens, browns, greys, yellowy tan. There's all sorts of autumnal earthy shades in this one. And I had just this one donut. And like I said, Stylecraft and More is the brand. It is shade 3755 in Pebble. Made in Turkey, 100-gram donut. You can machine wash up to 30 degrees, cool, tumble dry. You can dry clean using pea, cool iron. Recommends a 5mm needles or a 5mm hook because it is an Aran weight, which is a medium 4 weight. And there is approximately 240 meters or 262 yards. And it is 60% premium acrylic and 40% superwash wool. And so far, I have managed to get 19, 20, 22, pumpkin number 23. And I just ran out of time on pumpkin 24. So I've nearly got 24 pumpkins out of 39 done. So again, I am going to do a big hard push on these so that I can get to that 39 target. I'm just sewing up the bottom. I then stuff it, I'll sew up the top and put the stem and the bow on it. So there we go. Nearly 24 done. But there's still a chunk of this left. So I think we will get up to 27 out of this one. I have selected the next yarn after this one. So after that one, I am going to be using this one, which is a super chunky. I only think I'm going to get one out of this. It's called, the colourway is Tornado and it's King Cole Stormy. Big value, super chunky. It's 100 grams, 100% premium acrylic. There's 88 yards or 81 meters. Like I said, colour Tornado, but I'll go through this when I'm actually using it. So I'm going to carry on with the Pebble Stylecraft and More. And then when that one runs out, you've seen a sneak peek of the colour I'm going to use next. So I can claim this one, but I can't claim the Amore yet, and that's okay. For the pumpkins, I am using my 4.5mm dots. And I, like I said, am still absolutely loving this. I could make pumpkins for days, and I have been, and I am going to continue to, and I am going to love every minute of it, guys. I really am. So 5 completed, the 6th nearly there, but not quite. So I nearly got 6 done this week, but that's okay. I will put the completed ones in the bag with the others. Am I going to be able to do this without dropping them? Probably not. But there are my 5. Two there, 3 here. Another load of pumpkins for my work colleague Pumpkin Patch. And when all of the pumpkins are made, I am going to create a little group of them, a pumpkin patch of them, and take a photo of them all together. And then I am going to be including them in hashtag 100 days of Halloween, because they are accepting both Halloween and fall related makes. And there will be 39 of them in one big pumpkin patch. And then I will have earned my super special patch. The 2 ladies that are doing 100 days of Halloween, well, actually there's 4 ladies, but there's 2 main ringleaders. There's Rainey over at the Woolly Llama shop, and there is Missy over at Missy's Universe and More. They are making fabulous 6-inch by 6-inch blocks. and making blankets out of them. Then there is the gorgeous Nova from Nova Gnome Creations. She is making the blocks or the squares, but she is turning them into wearables for herself and two precious littles. But she is not revealing the final finished project until after, or until during her 13 days of Yarnoween. And then the gorgeous Patricia over at yarnycat_crochet. She has made a bag, a scarf, an amigurumi, and possibly could be working on more. Who knows? Who knows? But those are the participants so far. Please check out Rainy and Missy and Nova and Patricia. Go and see their videos for 100 Days of Halloween. There's still time to join in, guys. You don't have to commit to the whole 100 days. I have been making these for a little while, but not the whole 100 days. But when they are all done and all together, I will send them a picture for them to showcase on their channel as well. And then Nova and Patricia are just participants like me. So go and check their creations out on their channels. All of those folks, those beautiful yarny friends of mine, I will link each and every one of their channels in my description box. Please go check them out. Go show them some yarny love. Go and see the amazingness they have created for hashtag 100 Days of Halloween. Now, there's one more thing that I've got to show you. You may know that my YouTube auntie Lala, or Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming, again, I will link her channel in my description box. She has started a cal for October, and it's the What's in a Name cal. And that is where she is challenging us to find a pattern that contains our name and then make that item before the end of October. So I couldn't let that challenge pass me by, folks. There weren't very many patterns with Sam or Samantha in, because shock, my name is not Manfa. But I did find one, and it is by Sunflower Cottage Crochet. It is a paid for pattern, but it's super duper reasonable. And it's called the Samantha's Hope Scarf for Him. Oh, that sunlight's really not helpful, is it? I do apologise. Sunflower Cottage Crochet, Samantha's Hope Scarf for Him. I got this pattern from Ravelry, I think. There's no mention, hang on. She's got a blog, she's got a Facebook group, she's on Ravelry, she's featured on Lovecrafts, she's on Etsy, she does have an Instagram, and she has a YouTube channel. So if I can find her YouTube channel, I will pop it in the description box as well. But there is all the places you can find Sunflower Cottage Crochet. Now this pattern asked for 5 bulky weight, and as you know, I don't have a lot of bulky weight in my stash. I either have one-off balls that I got in mystery bags, or I have, you know, 1 or 2 skeins that were gifted as Happy Mail. There was only one bulky 5 weight that I could see that I had enough yardage in my stash. This was gifted to me in Happy Mail as well, and it was the Mandala Watercolours by Lion Brand. There we go. It is a super bulky 5. They are 3.5 ounce or 100 gram cakes. 164 yards or 150 meters, machine wash, gentle, lay flat to dry. They are 75% acrylic, 15% wool and 10% nylon. They recommend a 6.5 millimeter hook and needles. Do not iron, do not bleach. Made in China, and it's in the colour Tea Berry. And I used 3 cakes. So I have another 3 yarn bands that I can claim. So that's 4 for this week. Whoop, whoop. Because I am collecting them all. So at the end of the year, I can see how many skeins I used but also how much yardage I got through from my stash. I do that every year. So would you like to see my scarf, guys? Now, I don't know if I'm ever going to use it, but I made it and it used up some gorgeousness in my stash. As you can see, I've still got this cake and I think I've got one more in my shelf. So I think I've got 2 cakes of this left. But here it is in its glory. And as you can see, because it is a striped cake, the colours fall differently. So this end has a lot of the pale colour, and then as you go through the scarf, the colours change again. Now, I was having a conversation with my eldest son, Connor, and I said, do you know what all I can see when I look at this scarf? And he's like, what, Mum? I'm like, all I can see is streaky bacon. So this will forever be my streaky bacon scarf. And also here in the UK, the ones that watch me here in the UK, he was like, oh, Mum, you've made yourself a frazzle scarf. Because there is a brand of crisps or chips, as you guys in America call them, called Frazzles. They look like little rashers of bacon and they are bacon flavour. So Connor calls this my Frazzle scarf. I call it my streaky bacon scarf. And honestly, guys, it's all I can see when I look at this. But it's a super simple pattern, guys. It really, really is. There's a little bit of interest on the edges, but it's mainly half doubles. So there we go. So I do have a streaky bacon scarf, should I need it when it gets super duper cold here in the winter. See if I can... There we go. You get the idea. There we are. Put my coat on. I'll be all warm and snug. But yes, it is it's like berry colour shades, but it does look very streaky bacon-esque to me. So maybe I'm doing a Lady Gaga. Do you remember when she wore that infamous meat dress? The dress made of real raw meat? This is my my streaky bacon, uncooked streaky bacon scarf, which is also known as Samantha's hope scarf for him. But I can't see any of the guys in my life wearing these gorgeous berry pinky shades, so it's gonna have to be for me. And like I said, I don't know if I ever will use it, but it might get so hot, cold here in the UK that I do grab it and get it around my neck so that I'm all warm and toasty. I do apologise for that beaming sun ray. It's obviously broken through a cloud and it's affecting my lighting, so I do apologise. But yes, Auntie Lala, challenge accepted. This is my What's in a Name make, and it's all done and completed way before the end of the month. So I hope you enjoyed it, and now I've got to remember to take a picture of it and send it to Auntie Lala as well. But yes, I used my 6mm dots, the pink one, and I got through another 3 cakes, which, like I said, means 4 yarn bands claimed for this week. Not too shabby. There we go. So what have you guys been making? How much crafting have you got up to? How many FOs did you get? How many whips did you start? Let me know. Tell me all the things. And all the patterns and all the channels that I have mentioned today will of course be in the description box for your ease of finding these gorgeous people to start watching their amazing content. Thank you, Auntie Lala, for a good challenge for the month of October. It was a challenge finding a pattern with my name, but it was a quick, easy 20-row pattern. It used up some stash that I had no idea what I was going to do with. So the pretty things got turned into something pretty. And that always makes me happy. So there we are. Lots of FOs, pumpkins and bacon scarves. What a random week. Who knows what's going to be featured next week? Who knows? Definitely pumpkins. But what else? I am not sure. But there you go. I hope you enjoyed my crafty catch up. I certainly had a giggle with you this week. I really hope the weekend ahead is a good one for you all. Please come back next week for my regularly scheduled content on Monday, Wednesday and Friday. And until then, stay safe, be kind, look after one another, get some good quality time in with your loved ones and get some good quality crafting time in. I will see you in the next one or around the YouTube streets. Bye guys, love you loads.